Hi guys, I know it's been a while since
It has, it has.
what about like a good year?
Yeah, I think so. Had
But
been about a good year.
but welcome back to the channel to Abaka Podcast. Hello, I'm your host, Miss Deja, on
And
on the beats.
okay, anyways, and
Oh,
I'm Janae. You don't see me right now, but I'm here. And today we are doing Chainsaw Man by say the name again.
say the name
Say
again.
the name.
Tatsuki Fushimoto. Yeah, she can't
Oh,
pronounce it.
okay. Oh, I
She's not.
can. I actually can.
Let's
I
say it.
actually can.
Let's
I
say it.
just don't like to be incorrect. That's what it is.
Oh wow.
All right, and let's get into it. Y'all know we have to put our disclaimer, because we don't want to get sued for anything. This is
We
just
broke
simply our
still.
opinion and what this is our opinion. What we see in the characters, what we don't see in characters is just, our opinion on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, first one we got up is Denji and Pochita.
Oh, you got
They're
that
probably
right.
like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I'm most definitely gonna get them right.
Oh,
No cap.
okay,
I ain't
okay,
gonna play with it. I
okay,
ain't gonna play with it.
okay.
Uh, and Denji is probably one of the first characters we discussed. They're the main characters of Chainsaw Man. The story starts off very sad. We have this little boy, which we see in this picture right here. Uh, he basically, what can I say? We basically learned that Denji father passed away because of a crazy amount of debt.
That cowardly bastard strung himself up before paying this month's installment. Look, kid, I don't care if you beg or whore yourself out. I want 700,000 yen by tomorrow. Otherwise, we chop you up and sell the bits.
Wild to me. I wouldn't want to do that to my child. And that's another thing I find kind of crazy about. I think it's based in what, Korea or Japan? I
Japan.
can't.
I think it's
I think
most likely Japan.
Yeah, because I noticed, like, I don't like how they do that. Like, why does it roll over to the child? I really personally do not like that. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
To be quite frankly honest, if to me what it comes down, it seems like they're like a mafia type stuff.
You think
So
so?
it seemed like it was like a mafia or a gang. I don't know what it is, but it gave off those vibes that that Dingy dad was in that type of stuff. To me, when
Right.
it comes down to like debts, especially when it comes down to a kid, I don't think their debt should be passed on to another family member. That debt is dead
Yeah,
along.
especially with him being so young. I was like, how is he supposed to repay that? Like, he's only like what? He looks
He was like
8 or 9
11.
in that, maybe 8 or 9. Who knows? I forgot how old he specifically was. I don't think they really said it. They just showed that he was by his father's grave, and the guy was like, "Oh, well, you have a debt to pay since your dad out cheated life, basically."
To be quite frankly honest, I don't want to promote this. I'm just saying as an idea, don't hey, if he really wanted to work that debt off, this is a little boy. You could have easily took him in and teach him the life of whatever gang
For
mafia
real,
they
or
got
just
going
have
on.
or like he had nothing to do with that debt anyway. That's just, like you just said, it was his father's debt. So why are y'all coming to me crazy talking about how I need to pay his debt? Like I don't even know what y'all had going on.
Like to me, he should have just took him in and let him work off his debt, doing what shootings. Well, I can't say that. Doing mafia business. That's all I can say. Doing mafia business.
All right, going forward. So, they left a crazy amount of debt. He had no way of, paying it until he met Pochita. And, when he met him, he was pretty injured and, pretty badly. Denji offered his blood to help him. Ever since, they created that bond, he became a devil hunter. As you can see right here, he's a devil hunter with Pochita, real cute.
even
And I
with
even got a little,
Pochita, even with
uh-huh,
Pochita, I'm sorry to cut you off. He
you
was
good.
he was selling his organs.
Tree cutting nets me about 60,000 yen a month. And that kidney I just sold was 1.2 mil. My right eye was 300,000. Sold one of my nuts too. How much did they go for again? Not even 100K, I think.
like taking his eye out. I said, "Oh my gosh." Mm. Giving
Yeah.
his kid, what
You
was
know,
it?
it's
Giving
crazy.
his
I
kid
was gonna
away.
say that next until he said that, because I was like, he paid off his father debt by ending up selling some of his body parts, which is why he doesn't have an eye.
He still got money. He still owe them money.
Yeah, he does.
What was like 38 million yen?
Well, as of today, I owe over 38 million yen.
Shoot, I like that. I would have told, hey man, that debt is dead along with my daddy. So
Yeah. And
take it
then
up.
of course, you know, going back to how Digi became Chainsaw Man. One time he got this job, you know, about a devil. He went to a warehouse and ended up, you know, the guy ended up being a devil himself, basically trapped him there. A whole bunch of zombies started getting on him. Then he ended up dying. And, you know, he ended up dying, and Pochita, you know, offered up his life for Denji's heart, you know. And, you know, that's how he became Chainsaw Man. He was like, as long as you keep telling me your dreams and what you're going to do, you know, I will always be there with you.
Probably won't kick it with a girl before I kick the bucket either. My rinky-dink shack doesn't exactly scream romance. There's no dough to go on dates. If dreams do come true, and before I croak, I want to be with a girl. Pochita. You did it, huh? Took my body like I asked?
Just so you know, I've always loved listening to you talk about your dreams, Denji. Here's a new contract for you. This time you're getting my heart. In exchange, show me your dreams. That's all I ask of you.
And that's how we ended up with Chainsaw Man.
Mm.
Anything else that you would like to add?
Oh, I like the dynamic of Pochita and Denji.
Mm-hmm.
I love Denji as a character. It may be because of the first few minutes of the show. You get to see how he's struggling in life, how he's like in that first picture down below, he's living in that shed, and he's been living in
Yeah.
that shed for about years. It looked like he's like 15 or 16. So he probably spent like a good nearly a decade in the shed with Pochita.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so sad. I just be feeling for him. I'm like, man, like I really want to see you come up.
Yeah, I really felt bad for him. You know, the fact that he had to sell some body parts in order to keep paying off his debt, even to the point where they bet him to put a cigarette in his mouth and eat it, and he actually did it.
But he didn't do it though.
Yeah, he didn't. But it's the fact that he still did it for money.
But my thing is also too, since he did that, I don't even think they were going to pay him.
I doubt it.
And here go this.
I doubt they were. But next up,
I don't like her.
Makima.
You're full of shit.
Makima?
Makima.
Makima.
Yeah, that. I don't like her.
I do not like her. I don't care what nobody say. But starting off with her,
She trash. I don't. Her power. She trash.
Makima is a division 4 is the leader of Division 4. I ain't gonna lie, at first when we were introduced to her in the manga and in the anime, I had a feeling about her from the jump. Like, for example, like she was always nice and friendly.
Please, will you hold me?
You have two options. Either you die by my hand as a depraved devil, or you let me keep you as a human being.
Then Miss Makima's good.
That should go without saying. How could she be anything less when she saved my life?
But then she kind of started showing her true colors. She became very manipulative towards Denji, like trying to make him do certain stuff, sexual fate, you know, basically trying to have a sexual relationship with him, you know.
When it comes to sexual matters, the better you understand your partner, the better you'll feel. But understanding another's heart is easier said than done, so start small. Perhaps with hands. Take your time and carefully study them. How long are their fingers? And their palms? Are they cold? Or are they warm? What's the shape of their ears? Has anyone bitten your finger before? Pay attention. Remember this so that even if you lost your vision, you'd still recognize me, just from how hard I bite. Memorize it.
I think I got it.
I'll keep them under wraps and if you run away, I will kill you type stuff.
But my thing
Like
is
she always
also,
tried to have him. She always tried to have him under her arm. Like always, she didn't care about anything else. She always threatened to exterminate him for any reason.
but it didn't just go on to Denji. It also went on to Aki, and I'm pretty sure between those two, it went on to everybody else.
There was an organized hit on Special Division. Public safety would have seen it coming. I'm betting you knew about it and let it happen anyway.
You'll recall that I was targeted as well.
You can play whatever kind of fucked up games you like. Bury every last dog I train. I'll be willing to let all that slide if you're doing it for humanity's sake. Big if, though.
Within the public safety department of the Devil's Hunter.
And the manga is more on Denji than anybody else. Aki, he had a mind of his own.
Yeah, he did, but
Yes,
he
Aki
also
did like Makima, but at the same time, he wasn't controlled by her like how Denji was. Denji was first of all, Denji's 16. He's only 16, so the only thing he really wanted was a kiss and to have touch some boobs. That's literally what he only wanted. So he definitely had control. She definitely had control of him. She knew what he wanted, and she used that against him.
But she also had control of Aki too. It may be a different type of control compared to Denji, but when he got that phone call talking about Power gonna be living with them, he automatically was like, okay, she can live with us, even though he had a problem with it.
Yeah, I just didn't like how controlling she was. She basically wanted him like the gun devil, which is under the America's control. It basically she treated him like a puppet, basically.
No, she treated him like a dog.
For the record, my pets get delicious food. Until no, Denji.
Huh?
You have agreed to become my pet, so you're officially under my care now. Which means woof or yes are all you say. Things like no don't come out of my dogs.
You're kidding, right?
I'm giving you some perspective on this job. I have an acquaintance in forensics. They told me unhelpful pups get put down.
I'm curious. How have those hunting dogs been performing in the pack?
Well, there's one that's promising and one that's interesting, I'd say.
Interesting?
A recently adopted pup.
Just don't form unnecessary attachments. They aren't your lapdogs. Get these hounds through obedience school and put them to work.
She wanted the control of his abilities to create this ideal world that I feel like was never going to work out to begin with.
She trash. I really don't care for her. I don't like her. She kept calling Denji a dog, and like especially when she said, when Denji asked her like, "Oh, what's your type?" and she was like, "The Denji type." And what is the Denji type?
I just didn't like. She didn't care. She didn't care whether it failed or if she achieved her goal. She was just going to do what she wanted to do either way. And to be honest, her power is crazy. Like the way she operates, like reading the manga and watching the anime, the way her power is very mysterious. Like I want to really read into that more because she was doing some crazy stuff when the whole division was going down.
I just want somebody just to rock her, like just knock her out, like just one good time. I just want to see her fly across. I don't know. We gonna have to have a little crossover episode with Jujutsu Kaisen. I like her. I really don't. just I just don't like her.
Moving on to the next person, we got Aki. Uh, Aki, very started person. He can most definitely endure pain. This is what he looks like when he's in his devil form. You're most likely to see this in the manga. They haven't really showed it in the anime yet. I haven't really seen it. They haven't really gone into it, but that's what he looks like in his devil form, because he is part gun devil, even though he does have another contract. I think he has a contract with I can't remember the name of it. He actually has three different. He has the future devil and he has another devil. The one, you know how I don't know if you watched the episode. You know how when he was sitting in the hospital, this devil came up behind him, telling him how long he had to live.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the name of that devil.
I think it was like the Fox Devil, I believe.
Because what's his name? You know that girl that had the knife that was about to kill him when they was at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That dude that she was with, he's a part of the Fox. He's with the Fox Devil, and we didn't get to see what his devil was because he ended up dying. He got shot in the head by that old lady,
and I don't mind it.
But yeah, this is what he looks like. You know, the gun devil took over his body. You know, he has crazy hair, forehead start to have dark veins. It doesn't really show the dark veins here, but it does look nasty. I've seen an actual picture of it. It was very disturbing to look at.
Colored or?
I just seen a picture of it. You can actually there's other pictures you can see that's just like this that has like a better, you know, of you seeing actual dark veins going from that. I think it's a M911 gun. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I know it's a tight gun. You know, it starts sticking out his head. You know, I think it's an M16. But hey, don't quote me on it. But going back to Aki, he was a very soft-hearted person in the series, especially and you know, spoiler alert. I gotta put that out there, spoiler alert.
Oh.
But when Himino passed away protecting him, you know, this kind of devastated him.
Though I'm your first, you're my sixth partner. Everyone else is gone. All dead because they were utterly useless.
You know, he was very sad. You know, he really actually had feelings for, you know, Himino. He didn't get to tell. They actually didn't get to tell each other. You know, so I really felt bad that, you know, after her passing, you know, Aki had enough of everybody on the division either passed, you know, he was deeply hurt, and it stopped him from, and, you know, to kind of stop it from happening again, this is how he got that, as you can see the picture right here, he got to talk to the future devil, and he ended up, you know, seeing the future, and, you know, another spoiler alert, in the future, he saw that Denji and Power is suffering a painful and terrible death. And that's a picture of him and his other devil that I need to figure out the name of. But that's him telling him how long he has to live. Do you have anything else to say?
In the beginning, I felt with Aki, I didn't really like him for real. To be quite frankly honest, if we're everybody from the characters in Chainsaw Man besides Denji, I don't really like them. And Aki was one of them.
Actually, I don't think you connected with these characters like I did, because I actually had feelings for Aki and Himino.
I mean, when they first appeared, I didn't like them. Makima,
you're full of shit.
I don't like her. Period. Point blank. Like I said, like with other characters besides Denji, they're not really likable. Mm-hmm. And Aki was one of them that I just didn't really like. Because of the simple fact, why would you beat somebody up in the alley? just because they don't have the same belief system of the job that y'all working at.
Yeah, you really should quit. Show up tomorrow and I'll kick your ass again.
What's your problem?
Just that my kindness seems a bit wasted on you. People who don't knuckle down and wise up to this job die. Every associate I've met that got into devil hunting for the paycheck is pushing up daisies now. And that's not an exaggeration. The only ones who survive are those with strong convictions at their core.
And if he want to work there because of a girl, that is his business.
Go.
Let him do him. If he just so happen to die, then oh well, another one bites the dust. We gonna
I
get
ain't even
another
gonna
one.
lie. We passed that. Yeah, he beat him up, but he
But-
kind of doing better about that now.
but
Now they're
I'm just
actually
saying-
together.
I'm just saying, as in like in the beginning of my feelings about him, but then like over time, when you realize a spoiler that the gun devil was the cause of his family dying,
I'm still a teen. 12, older, 13, 16.
and he basically watched them die like right in front of his face.
Know what else? I witnessed a devil kill my whole family.
Like, you know what? Kind of, I feel sorry for you. And then that's when I started liking him, seeing him at home doing his like at home duties and actually like taking care of Denji.
What you making for lunch?
Curry.
Yeah.
Like a dad would. I think that's kind of sweet. And he grew on me. So him and Denji are my favorites.
All right. And now we have, she's another character from Division 4 that's also a devil hunter along with Aki. And that was her work partner.
Himeno, allow me to introduce your new partner. He's rude, but I trained him to be of some use. Try and play nice.
Name's Aki. How goes?
She made a deal with the ghost devil that cost her right eye. And her overall personality is kind of upbeat.
Oh, if it's a prize you're after, I'll take one for the team. The lucky hunter who sends this devil to its grave wins an amazingly sweet smoocheroo from moi.
She nasty though, because when she get drunk, she nasty. I wasn't going to talk about this scene as much because, it was disgusting. If you ever watched this episode, she was very drunk.
That was very
She was very drunk. She gave Denji a kiss and threw up in his mouth.
You okay?
Oh my.
She's watching. She has a front row seat. Hang on. Is that her tongue I'm feeling? It feels good. It's so soft. What the hell? Her tongue. It's melting in my mouth. Wait. I think that's...
Oh, that's gonna leave some trauma.
That was
Disgusting to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Himeno was more of a dyke. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I didn't think, like, first looking at her, I didn't think she would like men. Like, I hate the stereotype.
Is it because of the eye
patch?
patch?
I don't know. I mean, I already knew why she had that. At first, I didn't understand the eye patch, but then I was like, oh, she gave her eye up. So I was like, okay, makes sense. But only thing I can say about her is that she's a fun to be around. She cared for her fellow, devil hunter, despite of Denji and Power being actual devils themselves. She ended up liking them who they are rather than what they are. She developed a huge crush on Aki, but
It's all but over, so let's grab some drinks when we get out. For now, I'm gonna grab a little shut-eye.
You could do 1,000,000 times better than that selfish bitch. Open your eyes. Aki too. Give up and stop fawning over her. Move on. Moo like cows.
never got the chance to tell him,
That's sad.
And that's her devil. That's the little form that she goes into. And you know, she never got the chance to tell him due to her death protecting him, you know, protecting Aki. Yeah. Uh yeah, she ended up giving her body up to the ghost devil, and the only thing she left behind was a cigarette that said, you know, easy revenge for him, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Basically, smoke it when he smokes it, we'll remember him.
wow. But
We'll
I
remember
do
her.
I do like her as a character. I will say she was another one up front that I liked about her. She seemed very playful,
Morale, who cares if they're lewd? Right.
but she's also very serious about her job. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got real upset, spoiler, when she told about her last partner dying and she got slapped in the face and she didn't do nothing. I was like, girl,
Yeah.
you should have wrecked her. And I don't like her either. I don't like she is along with Makima.
You're full of shit.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, this slide is yours to talk about Power.
Power, I really don't like about Power is she talks a whole lot of trash for somebody that can't get her own cat.
All right, on your knees, mortal scum, including so-called partners. You stand in the presence of power!
The blame likely lies with me. Before I took up the life of a fiend, I was a formidable devil, feared by all. I'm sure my sense alone is enough to scare demonic peons away.
You for real?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that is true.
Digi and Power were about to die over what was a bat devil?
Yeah, some type of bat devil, yeah.
Because the bat devil had took her cat Meowie, and he said, in order for you to get this cat back, you gotta bring up humans for me to eat or whatever. And she brought Denji there on the promise of if she get her cat back from this devil, then she will allow him to touch her boobs. And I think that was the most stupidest deal.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He did end up touching the boobs.
He did
end up doing it.
I said, bravo to that. Bravo. I mean, at least she kept the end of her deal. But my thing is, you talking all this trash, talking about how you so great, how you do this and that, but you can't even get your own cat back.
My only thing with Power is that she was doing too much. Certain stuff she should have been serious on, but she wasn't. She's not fully focused. Like,
Human, supply prey for me post haste. I yearn for the savor of blood.
you can tell, and she's very immature.
Very.
And I'm not gonna lie, Denji's immature, but the man only 16. But Power older than that, I think.
But my thing is with Denji also, he know when it's time to be playful and when it's time to buckle down. I will say that. Power, she just don't understand that. And it's just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Other than that, this series is really great. I can't wait for, even though I'm ahead already in the manga, because I've been reading along, but I just can't wait for season 2. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do and what's gonna happen. Basically, now since Himino's gone, you know,
I want to know
what are they gonna do now? Where are they gonna move forward to? Are they gonna add more people to the division? I know they tried to add 2 more people, but they came from a whole another division checking on their division. But thank y'all for watching, and you know, we're gonna come out with more videos soon, so bear with us. But thank y'all for watching. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like, and also we're making another channel, a gaming channel.
Yes.
So we'll put that in the description below. But other than that, have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.
Bye.